Welcome back, everybody, to another fun gear review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Swisstech Listig 7-in-1 multi-tool. I picked this up at my local Walmart. I was in there a couple days ago to grab a gallon of milk, and I always go over and I hit the sporting goods section, and they finally got all the new knives and everything in and displayed. And I wasn't planning on buying anything, I swear. But I did see this, and it really caught my eye, because it is very similar to a classic SD Swiss Army knife like this one that I reviewed in a previous video, that I really like this one. But it has enough changes to make it really interesting. And the price, woo, $11.88 at my Walmart, plus tax. Compare that to the Swiss Army SD, which is $27.99 on Amazon, and can be up to 30 bucks other places. Not too bad. So let's take a look at the box. Some interesting facts there. And we got, there's a UPC. Alright, and there is that UPC. So let's get it out of the box. Let's see what we got. And and doesn't appear to be anything else in there. And is there anything in these? I don't see anything in there. I don't see anything in there. Okay. So just the box and just the knife, no literature, no nothing else. Alright, let's take a look at this. Look at that. Now, it does have G10 handle, which really kind of shocked me for such a small knife to have G10 grips. And I'll say this, they're textured. Look at that texture on there. And they're very grippy. That's very grippy. And this is something I wish Swiss Victorinox would do, is handles like these. That's very nice. Okay, let's go over the tools. So you have a screwdriver tip, you have a double cut file here, and a single cut file on the other side. You have your blade. Very nice. Then on the other side we have these little scissors, which are really tiny. I mean, look at that. That's my finger. It's really tiny. Okay. And then we've got a pair of tweezers, which are very functional, look very good, and a toothpick, and it's red. Now, one of the things I couldn't find much details on, was the blade length. I know it's a tiny blade, but somebody's going to ask me what the blade length is. So, if you measure the entire thing, it looks like 1 3/8 right to the tip. If you're measuring just the cutting surface, looks like 1 1/4. In metric, the entire thing right up there is almost 4 millimeter. It's like 39 millimeter. And just the cutting area is about 33 millimeter. So not too bad. Not too bad at all. I like that. That is sharp. Okay, let's get a weight, because the weight they give sounds to me like it was the entire package, and we ain't about that. We just want to know the weight of the knife. So it's set up for kilograms, and it looks like 24 grams. or 7/8 of an ounce. In comparison, the Swiss Army knife is 3/4 of an ounce and 20 grams. So the Swiss Army knife's a little bit lighter. Okay? I'm hoping it's good and sharp. It feels sharp, but it's hard to tell. So let's, oh yeah. Yeah, that's cutting, that's not ripping. If I can just hold the paper right. Yeah, that's a nice cut. So it is sharp out of the box. Sweet. Now, one thing I did want to see, the toothpick. Let's compare it to the Swiss Army knife one. It looks to be exactly the same size. Look at that. This is the Swiss Army knife one on the right and that on the left. Let's see if it'll fit in here. Yeah. Yeah, that fits. So I suppose if you lost this toothpick, it would fit in there. Let's try the tweezers and compare them. I kind of like these tweezers out of the Swiss Tech better than I do the Swiss Army because it's got that angled tip. You see what I'm saying? I kind of like that. But let's see if you lost them, if the Swiss Army knife would fit. Yep, they fit right in there. So, cool deal. All right. Now, looking at some of the paperwork here, overall length is 2.3 inches or 0.35 thickness of an inch. In metric, that is 5.8 centimeters and just a little bit over 8 millimeters thick. So, you know, compared to the Swiss Army knife, it is very close. Not only in size, but weight and everything else. And over half the price. Now, the one thing I couldn't find, and I looked, I don't know what kind of steel this is made out of. And that concerns me. You know, how cheap is it? I don't know. I know the Swiss Army knife is made out of very high quality steel, stainless steel. But I don't know if the Swiss Tech Listig is. But let's say you needed to give somebody a gift. You didn't want to spend a lot of money on them, not to sound like a cheap person here, but you know, something that you know they're just going to stick on their keychain. They might not even ever use it. This ain't bad for under $20. Okay? I really don't have too much else to say about this. I do want to compare the scissors. You see how tiny they are on the Listig. And when I pull the scissors here out of the SD Classic, the SD Classic scissors, wow, they are so close. But the SD Classic scissors are just a hair bigger. I'm going to try to overlay so you can see this arm here on the Swiss Army knife, and the blades are just a hair bigger. So the scissors are a lot smaller. Let's test those scissors out. Yeah, they cut. They're good and sharp. Huh. So, you know, for an inexpensive gift for somebody, that ain't bad. Or maybe you are getting one for your keychain and you're worried about losing it. I would be bummed if I lost this at almost $30. This is a lot more manageable to lose, you know, money-wise. But hey, that's my opinion on this. So, link in the description to Walmart's website. You can check to see if your local Walmart carries any. And that's all I got to say about the Swisstech Listig. Buy it, don't buy it, that's up to you. I don't think it's too bad for the price. All right? Thank you for watching, and have a great evening.